Alright guys, so this is the third day of this trip, third day in Poland, in my hometown. I want to give you guys a proper tour of this town and show you everything that I like about it, all the places that are nostalgic, places that mean something. I'm starting with this building behind me. This is where I lived since I was around 10 till I was around 26. So most of my life in this building right behind me. This is again the balcony I was standing on yesterday while I was showing you the drone footage of this town. And when we arrived 2 episodes ago, I showed you the backyard of this house and the other side of it, which doesn't match the front. They renovated it at some point. I kind of liked the original way better than what it is right now. I think it had more character. And I like that the front is unchanged because it does have so much character. There's a lot of buildings here that have a lot of originality in them, and that's really what I like about this town. So now here is my entire road to school as I walked it when I was 10 years old going to the elementary school. Here we go. That's it guys, elementary school number 9. Absolutely the best school in town. In Poland, elementary schools have numbers and patrons. The patron is the official famous historical figure whose name the school is bearing, and when you go to that school you're supposed to know everything about that person. It's just, you know, it's just a way of naming them and giving the kids something to learn about. So the patron of our school was Nicolaus Copernicus, the guy who figured out that the earth is actually round. Pretty cool, isn't it? He was Polish. I think kids are on a winter break in Poland right now, so this place is probably all closed. I'm gonna try it anyway. It's open. I can walk inside. There he is. There's Nikolai. Guys, this is crazy nostalgic. I think everybody has this feeling when they return to their first school, when they used to go as a little kid. I spent 8 years of my life in this building, coming here every single day during the school year. First dance parties in this very room. This is a hallway actually between rooms, but that's where we were dancing as the kids. Wow. This is so crazy being here after all these years. Yeah, right. Good luck with this one. Guys, absolutely crazy feeling coming back here after all these years and walking these corridors. I can't even describe it. It's just like, it's so many different emotions. Right now I'm standing in the local park. This is the park for the town of Tarnowskie Góry, the place where people seriously used to come for their first dates. Now people walk their dogs, they jog, they still come here to hang out. This park has so many legends and tales and stories associated with it. Not for me personally, for this entire town. It's just the place. Blondie is fine, by the way, she's still asleep. When I was leaving the house, she was still asleep. I've been walking around since maybe 8 a.m. It's around 11 now, 11:30 maybe. She just had to sleep it off, you know. The trip was tiring and she's under special circumstances. 2 words about the weather. It is cold here, obviously. It's below freezing all the time, but it's not that bad. The jacket I bought right before leaving US, it's doing a good job. Isn't that the very first thing that comes to mind when you think of Poland? Well, you're not wrong. They are here.
Tak samo wszystko jest wymiarowe. Jak może być naturalny pomidor jeden w drugi taki sam i rzodkiewka każda jednakowa? Są produkty bio.
I co, te mają być bardziej naturalne?
Prawdopodobnie są ze środowiska jakiegoś nieskażonego chemią. Ale owoce, banany bio, banany wszystkie rosną na takich samych drzewach. Co jak może być bio albo inny? Albo jajka z naturalnego wybiegu. Teraz w zimie, gdzie te kury latają się żywią jakąś paszą?
I have to investigate this a little more. Maybe bio in Poland is the equivalent of organic in USA. Other than this, the Polish grocery market doesn't look that different than the ones we are used to on the other side of the ocean. It's the same thing. A lot of grocery products is nice and clean here. It used to be very different in Poland. There was a lot of local small stores where all the products were coming really from the local sources. There was absolutely no doubt about that. Now, some of them are bio and some are not. Grocery market investigation is over for now. I got approached by a guy telling me to stop filming in the store because it's absolutely not allowed. No problem.
No problem.
If you're looking for a dope graffiti, this is your place. There was never a problem with graffiti in Poland. A lot of it was pretty vulgar and offensive, and I always had a problem with that. But some pieces were pretty good. I like the funny ones. Some were funny. The offensive ones, not so much. A lot of buildings here look exactly the same way they did when I lived here, but some of them now have a touch of color. It used to be all gray. I like this. This kind of adds a little bit more life to the look of the town. It works. So the building where I started this story was where I lived since I was around 10 till about 26 when I moved to US for good. Now this building behind me is where I lived as a kid since I was, I think, around 2 or 3. I have to ask my parents, till I was about 10. Kiedy się na Mickiewicza przeprowadziliśmy?
Na Mickiewicza wróciliśmy z Praszki, kiedy skończyłeś rok, 1,5 roku czasu.
Na ile małe było to mieszkanie?
Miało 33 m² i to były 2 pokoiki, kuchnia, łazienka i przedpokój. Kiedyś przyszedł do ciebie kolega taki, mały Piotruś, który mieszkał naprzeciwko willi, dosyć obszernej. Oglądaliście jakieś bajki i Piotruś w pewnym momencie pyta: Dawid, a dlaczego wy właściwie oglądacie telewizję w przedpokoju?
So this is the actual early childhood that I remember. This very staircase right behind me is where I grew up. It's weird walking around these streets now as a 42 in a few days year old guy, remembering everything that happened here when I was 5, 7, 8 years old. This was our very playing field where I'm standing right now. This stuff wasn't here back then. It was all open, and some epic soccer games were played here back then, guys. The building behind me, the very building in which I lived, looks painted and different. But the one across of it looks exactly the same way I remember, exactly the way it was when I was a little kid. I used to hang on this upside down when I was a little kid. Let me see if I can still do this. I got it. Not so bad. I'm not sure if I can get off, but at least I got the shot. Back to the weather talk. You guys want to see some proper icicles?
Somebody's getting my action. Someone other than me. Yeah. 'Cause when I kiss you, it just ain't the same. Slip the other night and call me someone else's name.
roślinka, ja? Będzie tam kwitnąć.